Thousands of commuters have found their way out of traffic jams and are helping to improve air quality. How did they do it? Through joining a commute options program, and you can too. The benefits may surprise you.
Perhaps the best commute option is not to commute at all. Many are beating traffic and consequently helping our road congestion and air quality issues by moving to live, work, and play communities like Atlantic Station. Others are finding relief by doing some of their work from home.
Our telecommuting program is based on staff and their supervisors identifying what work could be accomplished from home and then outlining that work being accomplished from home. It has a monthly check-in component. It has, you have to have certain requirements to work from telework from home.
The Georgia Parent Support Network is a nonprofit that works with parents of children who have severe emotional and behavioral challenges. With help from the Clean Air campaign, the Parent Support Network is making it possible for their employees to do paperwork and make phone calls from home.
When I work from home, I mainly do a lot of tracking. I gather data and put it into Excel spreadsheets.
I think our staff are happier when they can telecommute. I think we get a better product when people have quiet in their own home. It's such a waste of an hour a day to get to work, and it's such a waste of an hour a day to get home. So if you're working an 8-hour day, you're really working a 10-hour day to sit in traffic for an hour.
I love the fact that I'm saving money on gas when I telecommute. I'm not contributing to air pollution, and I am one less car on the road, so you can't blame me for traffic jams.
For those who have to commute, there are many organizations working to bring some relief. The Atlanta Regional Commission is pairing up commuters for carpooling and working those HOV lanes with its 187 Ride Find program.
187 Ride Find actually helps people find carpools by taking where they live, where they work, what their hours are, and what their commute habits are, and matching them to other people in our database who have similar schedules, live close to them, or work close to them.
There are now more than 36,000 people in the region's ride-sharing database, carpooling to combat the high cost of gasoline, wear and tear on their cars, and the impact on the environment.
A lot of people find the reduction in stress is a key benefit. If you're not driving in the traffic every day, you're changing off with somebody else, it's a much lower stress level than driving by yourself every day.
When a carpooler suddenly needs to get home during the workday, ARC's Guaranteed Ride Home helps by reimbursing taxi fares. The Buck is a free way for workers, visitors, and residents to get around the uptown Buckhead area. It's an initiative of the Buckhead Transportation Management Association. Transportation Management Associations, or TMAs, are localized organizations that address the specific needs of a particular part of the metro area. They also coordinate their efforts with other regional TMAs. They provide both companies and individuals area-specific transportation solutions.
The way the TMA programs and initiatives improve air quality is literally through taking a customer and saying, how do you need to get to work? And we are preventing them from driving themselves to work.
Each TMA's region presents different challenges.
Some are office parks, some are property managers, some are individual buildings. Some have a lot of transit, some don't. And so van pools might be the area to focus on in certain parts of town, whereas carpooling is a great option for folks coming through Gwinnett, down the corridor on HOV. Transit, we have a lot of transit options here downtown. The alternative transportation programs are near and dear to my heart because they're things that I myself undertake. I walk to work. I try to use the train and the bus system as much as possible. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of encouragement to get people to go ahead and try alternative transportation.
And then there are the businesses themselves. Both large and small Georgia companies are initiating commuter options for their employees. UPS has always been good at moving packages. They've also gotten pretty good at moving people.
We have van pools. We have 2 of those operating out of Lithonia and Douglas County. We have a shuttle that takes people back and forth between the MARTA station and the corporate office every half an hour. We're enrolled in the Commuter Rewards program, which is a database where people can register their alternative commutes and win prizes. We participate in the guaranteed ride home. We also have carpool parking in our parking area. I would strongly encourage other companies to participate in these programs because they are win-win-win for business. They're good for our employees, they're good for the company, and they're good for the environment. They have to contribute a lot to the organizations that are working in Atlanta. The Clean Air Campaign and the Transportation Management Associations around Atlanta, in our case, in particular, the Perimeter Transportation Coalition. These organizations will truly help your employees and the company.
Douglas County was an early adopter of alternative transportation. It began a commuter van pool service to Midtown and downtown Atlanta about 20 years ago.
Douglas County Rideshare got its start back in the mid-1980s. The county realized that it was about to hit a growth spurt and it wanted to take a proactive approach to some of the problems that it knew it was going to face, particularly transportation and mobility.
Our program revolves around the commuter work trip. Our drivers are volunteers. They volunteer to drive the van to and from work, and on their way to work, they will drop riders off who work in the same area as they do and have the same work hours as they do.
What I like most about van pooling is the camaraderie. I make new friends. I like the fact that I don't have to do the driving. I do not like stop and go driving.
We are a nonprofit organization, so our fares are at cost. For the last 15 years, our fares have ranged from $50 to $75 a month. We have just had a fare increase, and now they're ranging from $77 to $80 a month.
Well, my stress level's way down because instead of, white knuckle driving on the steering wheel, I'm very relaxed, usually asleep.
The drivers and the riders of the program really enjoy the cost savings. They save anywhere from $200 to $300 a month.
So altogether, between the bus service and the van service now, we're serving 750, 800 people a day, getting that many cars off the road. It's a start at least.
There are so many ways to reduce car trips, from taking a walk to taking the train. Different solutions for different circumstances. But for the health of all of us, every effort helps in clearing the air.